What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video. And news broke about 30 minutes ago, maybe even closer to an hour, that James Harden was drawing interest from other teams and the Sixers and the Nets. You know, the usual weekly update on James Harden. But this time it was reported by Shams and Woj. So you know what that means. It is true. But there is and there was something that did catch my eye in the worst way possible. And it was trading Ben Simmons for James Harden. And, you know, I do want to clarify myself and I do want to explain myself why I think trading Ben Simmons for James Harden would be one of, if not the worst mistake that this franchise can do at this moment. But before I do get into that, if you are new to the channel and you like the 5 teams behind me, the Union, the Sixers, the Phillies, the Eagles, and the Flyers, then this is the channel for you. I also, am starting on TikTok and Instagram, and I do post daily on Twitter, just tweeting out what I think about Philly sports. So if you do want to follow those accounts, make sure to hit the links in my bio to follow them all. If you are new and you like this content, make sure to go check out a couple more videos. And if you like it, make sure to leave a subscribe. It always does help out the channel. And there's a lot of big things coming with the future of 4for4 Philly fan. It's Christmas time, the season of giving. So if you are new or if you've been here for a while, make sure to keep checking the community tabs on my channel and also turn on the bell for post notifications because you do not want to miss my next post tomorrow around, I would say, 4 or 5 o'clock. That's what I'm aiming for, but definitely want to check out that video because there is something that you guys should want to see. But now let's get back into today's video and topic on James Harden and Ben Simmons, because it seems like that this topic is something that comes up almost every week at this point. James Harden is a big name. He's a top 3, top 5 player, top 7 player in the NBA. He's arguably the best scorer in the NBA. But there has been a lot of rumors of him wanting out of Houston and him wanting to stay in Houston and him going to the clubs and him doing this and him doing that. James Harden has been the topic of discussion in the NBA, whether it's trade rumors, club rumors, whatever it is. James Harden is usually the center of attention, especially this offseason, the shortened offseason that we had as NBA fans. James Harden was a big name in all of this. And, you can't really blame the guy. He just lost Russell Westbrook. He lost with CB3. He's been in Houston for 8 years. He lost Daryl Morey, who's now a Sixer. It must be tough for James Harden to really put it into perspective that he is now going into his 9th season in Houston. He is arguably with his most, I don't even know the word, I don't know. His team is just weird. And, they have John Wall, they have him, they have Eric Gordon, Christian Wood, and DeMarcus Cousins. They have a lot of question marks. I think that's the best way to describe the Houston Rockets, is that they really do have a lot of question marks. What is DeMarcus Cousins? What is John Wall? What is Christian Wood that they just paid 3 years, $41 million for? And, is Eric Gordon still doing Eric Gordon things? What is the bench going to do? PJ Tucker also wants out of Houston. His team is slowly falling apart at his fingertips. And, he has put it all on the line for Houston. He has been with them for the last 8 seasons. So it's obviously looks like it's coming to an end with him not wanting to play there anymore because he's not winning. He wants to win, and I do respect that from a guy. Look, I love when my teams win, and championships, it doesn't happen a lot. As we know, I've been alive for 2 of them, the Sixers and the Phillies and the Eagles, and that's it. Would it be nice to get a guy like James Harden on the Sixers? Of course it would. It's James Harden. He'd be the best Philly athlete since Allen Iverson. I mean, it's there. And if we have to trade Ben Simmons for James Harden, I would decline it. I wouldn't do it. I do not want to trade Ben Simmons, who is 7 years younger, making less, has a better deal, and is more into and valued in Doc Rivers' scheme. Look at the players that he has won with. Now, he's only won a championship. He has only won one single championship, and that was in Boston in 2008. So it has been 12 years since Doc Rivers has won anything in the NBA. But he has always had good defensive teams. He has always had good players. He's always had good benches. Well, if you have James Harden, now hear me out. If you trade Ben Simmons straight up for James Harden, just put it in out there, you not only lose defense, which is a huge part of Doc Rivers' scheme. You not only lose defense, but you lose so much more. You lose the reasoning why we became a three-point shooting team overnight with Seth Curry and Danny Green and this guy and this guy and that guy and that guy. I mean, you got these guys so Ben Simmons can pass them the ball because you know he is a great facilitator. You know what he is going to do with the basketball. He's either going to take it to the lane and score on you, or he's going to dish it out for three, and hopefully Seth Curry, Danny Green do what they have done their entire careers, and that is knock down the three ball. And why is it that we are so fast in trading our players? First, it was Carson Wentz, which I can see now why people would want to trade Wentz. I mean, he just got replaced by Jalen Hurts. Do I agree with it? I don't know yet. I mean, there's still things that I would rather see, and I just don't know. That's a whole nother video. But why are we so fast in trading our players and giving up on them just for a fancier name? And with Carson Wentz, there is no reason why to trade him. Obviously, he had a bad season. Obviously that. Again, video for another day. I got to stay on topic here with Ben Simmons. But you guys do realize he has been in the NBA for 3 seasons. He's been in there for 4, but he has played 3 seasons. He has been a part of 2 50-win teams. The first 50-win team since Allen Iverson. He has not only been a All-Star, but he has changed the way of Sixers basketball. Joel Embiid, when he first came onto the scene in 2017, 2016, you knew that he needed something else. You knew that. And that guy was Ben Simmons. That is why we drafted him. We tanked for years for Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid to be a part of this team. Now, obviously, you also tanked for Markelle Fultz, and you even traded up. And as we all know, that did not work. But guess what? You did hit on Joel Embiid and you did hit on Ben Simmons. You can honestly say that. Why couldn't you? They are both All-Stars. They have both not even hit their primes yet. And they're winning 50 games a season with making the playoffs. Was last year a down year? Yes. But you could tell that everything was in shambles on that team. They didn't want to play under Brett. Al Horford was a wasted contract that now we got out of here. And Dwight Howard, the guy making a minimum year $1.2 million this season, who probably put up the same amount of production that Al Horford put up last season, will probably do this year. You also, again, you have Ben Simmons, you have Joel Embiid. I mean, you didn't have Simmons last year. You did not have Ben Simmons last year in the playoff game. In any of them. And you got swept. Joel Embiid cannot do it himself. And yes, I know, James Harden brings you that scoring, that dynamic scoring that you so desperately need and want on the Sixers. I understand that. But there are better deals out there, I can promise you that, where we're not giving up Ben Simmons. And even if it is for James Harden, why would we give up Ben Simmons and multiple first-round picks if we hold what goes, because they want to trade Harden. We don't want to trade Embiid. Daryl Morey just confirmed it, that we do not want to trade Ben Simmons, and that we're not going to trade Ben Simmons. I don't understand the fascination of let's trade Ben for James Harden. I don't get it. He is younger. He plays better defense. He passes better. He rebounds better. He steals the ball better. He, outside of shooting, does everything better than James Harden, and he's also 7 years younger on a better contract. Worth more. With more years left. It doesn't make sense. Do I like the fact that James Harden wants to be a 76er? Yes. Would I trade anything but Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid for James Harden? Yes. Depending on what the package they want is, that's what it would come down to. But if I'm the Sixers, and as Daryl Morey just did say, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid are the future of this team. They should be the only two guys that are untouchable. And that's how I feel about it. And that's how I felt about it the entire time. It is. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Make sure to come back tomorrow to come and check out my video. Probably a Sixers video considering they play tomorrow. But you guys do not want to miss that because there is going to be an announcement in the beginning of the video. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let me know down in the comment section below. Would you trade Ben Simmons for James Harden? And if so, give me a reason why. But thank you again, and I'm out. Peace.